Welcome to ActivePDF Tutorials. In this video, I'll walk you through the basics of creating a task in Compressor Enterprise. Compressor Enterprise runs on tasks. The installer will create a default task for you called a watch folder task. And a task consists of what files do you want to act on, what action do you want to do to them, and where do you want to put those files once the action is complete. So let's go ahead and create our own new task. Let's assume you have some marketing group out there that's going to need to be compressing files. So let's create a task called marketing task. Now we got to define where we're going to get our input files from. So in this case, I've already set up a folder structure called marketing compression, and in here we can tell them where to put their files in for compression. So we'll go ahead and create that. We'll create it as a watch folder, and we will create this on the fly. We'll call it marketing input folder. And then we will select where that folder is, the one called drop your files to compress in here, and then we say save. Now we need to define an action, and the action here is going to be to compress PDF. Now the default profile is for maximum compression. The marketing folks are probably going to want a little better quality image than what's in the default option there. So let's create our own new profile. We'll call this marketing profile. We'll look at our options, and yes, we'll make a better quality image. Anything over 300 dpi, we will revert back to a 300 dpi. We'll discard attachments, discard bookmarks, discard comments. We'll keep the tags. If there's a form field there, we'll flatten it. We'll keep the metadata, and we'll compress streams in subset fonts. So we'll go ahead and save that one. Now we need to define where the outputs go. So once the action is completed, we will take those compressed files and we will put them into a folder, and we'll create that system. We'll call it marketing output. And here is the folder. Pick up compressed files from here, and we'll just copy that and paste it right in here into the location, and then click off of there so it accepts the input, and we're good to go, and we will save. Now, once that action is done, what do we do with the original files? Well, again, we will go ahead and put them somewhere that's convenient for the people to find them. We will create this as marketing originals. And the location will be to go ahead and delete these files when the compressed file is validated. And one last thing to do is, in case there is any trouble with any of the files, we need to define an errors location. And we save that. So now the last thing to do is to go ahead and turn that task on. So we'll say start. That task is now active, and it'll be looking for files in the input folder to work on. So let's go ahead and grab some test files. And let's go ahead and drop those into the files to compress. And we will wait for a second or two. And we see it moving, so let's look at the output directory. And here comes the files into the output folder. And that's it. So you've created a new task. Thanks for watching.